Hello, hello. Today we have a little 20-minute mini mandala. So this is part of the Step Into Your Power challenge. So I'm going to be offering up a few variations throughout this mini mandala. Mandala meaning circle, this unity where we work 360 degrees away around the mat. Now, because it is a short practice, we only have time to work through one round of a mandala salutation. If you haven't done mandala before, no worries. We'll take it slowish to begin with, but then we'll kind of probably find a little bit more pace. I'm going to be offering up the option of some arm balances. Take it or leave it. You modify as much as you want to. Remember that your power doesn't just come in the way that you show up in a physical practice physically. It's how you can honor how you're feeling. Your power really arises when you can say, actually, I'm going to do this because this is what's going to serve me on a greater way or in a greater way. So that's what I really want you to channel as we move through this practice together. We're going to start in a wide leg child's pose. Now, this mandala today is going to be fiery, so we are going to be twisting a little bit. So walking those hands forwards and just allowing the head to hang heavy. If the forehead melts down towards the mat, then maybe just taking the head side to side, feeling that little massage through the forehead. And just checking in with the breath, just feeling that natural fluid rhythm of breath in the body. Maybe you want to move the hips side to side here as well. Checking in with, how do I feel today? What's alive for me? And then starting to lift yourself up into a kneeling position. The knees can stay wide. I'm going to inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, left arm forwards, right arm back, and that left hand can come to the outside of the right thigh. Reaching that right arm behind you. Inhale as you lengthen through the torso. Exhale, finding the twist. Inhaling again here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back, right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, finding that length again. Exhale. Inhaling here. Exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up through center. And then exhale, placing those hands down. Let's just bring a little bit of aliveness into the torso. So either moving through some cat-cows or really moving a little deeper through some circles in the torso, maybe forwards and backwards, side to side. A little bit of wrist therapy as well, never harmed anyone. So shifting forwards and backwards, moving the wrists around. And just a couple more breaths here. And then placing the hands towards the top of the mat, tucking under the toes, making your way into a downward facing dog. Having just a few breaths to maybe pedal out through the feet, a shake or a nod of the head, a little wiggle of the hips maybe. And then we're going to start our mandala salutation. So sweeping the right leg up to the sky. We'll have a little extra breath here. Maybe you want to open the hip, bend that top knee, being mindful that the left shoulder does not collapse. You want to stay really strong in both shoulders here as you let that hip open. Inhale, stepping right foot through between the hands. Inhale, lift up, finding a high lunge. So reaching the arms all the way up into the sky. Left arm forwards, right arm back, gazing behind you. A little balance challenge here. Can you come up onto the ball of the right foot? Taking another breath. And then lowering that right heel down. Keep the twist as you bring the hands to heart center. Now you can modify all of these by dropping the back knee down and taking low lunges. Inhale, find length here. Exhale as you start to shift the chest forwards. Left elbow comes over the right knee, so we're in our revolved side angle. Like I said, you can drop the back knee down. You can also add on if you want to, opening the arms, taking a bind, whatever you wish to do. Now, just keeping the hands as they are, shift the gaze, look down in front of you. We're going to be springing up to a standing position on the right leg. So you're going to release the hands, push up. So bend the back knee, push up. Left knee comes into the chest. Right hand comes onto the left knee. Left arm goes out behind you. And can you gaze towards that back hand? So good. Beautiful. Now releasing it all the way down, finding an easy twist. So left leg goes back, left hand plants down, right arm up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that right hand to the inside of the right foot. Come through Prasarita Padottanasana to the back of the mat, locating your block, and we'll take a revolved Ardha Chandrasana. So revolved half moon. Left arm goes up to the sky. Not everybody's favorite. But such a good challenge. Breathing here. And then from here, taking a big step back with that right foot, both hands plant down. And then you step it all the way back and work your way through your vinyasa, coming down either through chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhaling upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just releasing here. Just having a little moment in your downward facing dog. Now we go right side again, but we're going to add on a little bit this time. Inhale, sweep the right leg up to the sky. Right foot steps through between the hands. Reach the arms all the way up. Left arm forward, right arm back. Really reach the fingertips as far apart as you can from the center line of the body. So they're reaching really long. The gaze is still behind you. Bring the hands to heart center. Keep the twist. Inhaling, lengthen here. Exhale as you dip the chest. Left elbow comes over the left knee. Gazing up to the sky, taking any modification or variation that you wish to. So you have two options here. We have three options. Either stay where you are, or you can place the hands down right now where you are, so that you come into Kundalini 1 as you shift forwards, finding this little arm balance here with split legs. But if you would like to, you could also step the left foot to meet the right foot. With the knees together, find side crow. Okay, so Parsvabhakasana. So having one of those options, whichever one it is, having a little moment to play around. And then you're going to bring yourself back up to the twist. So wherever you are, you're coming back to that revolved side angle, gaze towards the top of the mat. So looking where you're going, push all the way up to standing. Right hand comes to the left knee, gazing behind you. Ooh, feeling into all of those wonderful wobbles. I'm unable to find my balance right now. Then from here, you're going to windmill that left arm over. Left leg comes back. The left hand plants down next to the right foot. Reach that right arm up to the sky. Inhale, lengthen fingertips up. Exhale, close the right hand down. Shift yourself all the way through Prasarita to the top of the mat. Locate your block. You don't have to have a block, but blocks always help for this asana. And then finding your revolved half moon. Left arm reaching all the way up, pushing away through that back heel. And then releasing it all the way down. Hands plant firmly into the earth. We step it back and we vinyasa. Whatever your vinyasa needs to look like, it does not need to be a big chaturanga if you want to take it a little bit more chilled. Meeting back in that downward facing dog. Let's take a releasing breath here together. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhaling here. Exhaling. Okay. Left leg sweeps up, and on this first one, we just want to take an extra breath, opening into the hip space. Remembering to keep those shoulders really, really good and strong. We're not letting that right shoulder collapse. We want to be drawing it into the ear. And then stepping that left foot through between the hands, we come up, finding the high lunge. And then it's the right arm that comes forwards, the left arm that reaches all the way back. So really pulling fingertips away from the center line of the body here. And then the hands come to heart center. Inhale, we find some length. And then exhale, we start to lean forwards. Right elbow hooks over the left knee, remembering that you can drop the back knee down and having a modified variation here. You can also add on if you want to take a bind or open out the arms. Now looking towards the top of the mat, just looking where you're going, you're going to push all the way forwards, come to standing. Left hand grabs the right knee as you then reach out, fingertips behind you, and the gaze goes with it. Another breath here. And then gazing towards the front, reach that right arm up and over, and then as the right leg goes all the way back, the hand plants down, left arm up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand comes to the inside of the left foot, and we sweep our way all the way to the back of the mat, taking your block with you, and then we push up, finding the Ardha Chandrasana, revolved. Reaching the right arm up to the sky. I'm nearly in a bush. Breathing here. And then gazing down. Placing both hands down, step it all the way back to that plank position and work your way through your vinyasa. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just taking a breath, maybe even a child's pose here just for a moment. And we finish our left side mandala salutation. Left leg sweeps up to the sky. We step left foot through between the hands. Reach up, finding that high lunge. Right arm forwards, left arm back. Gazing behind you. And then bringing the palms together. Inhale, find the length first, and then exhale as you start to hinge forwards. The right elbow comes over the left knee. Same as before, you've got some options here. First of all, just staying with the side angle. Then we come into the options of that little arm balance. So you can place the hands down right now, or you can step it forwards into Utkatasana and then take your side crow from here. Wherever you are, just having a little play as well. Doesn't matter if you have a side crow, if you don't, maybe you want to try today, maybe you want to just stay with that beautiful revolved side angle. When you're done with your arm balance, you're going to bring yourself back to the side angle. We're going to gaze towards the top of the mat, see where you want to go as you push all the way up. Right knee comes up, left hand comes to the right knee. Right arm behind you, gaze behind. And then bringing right arm all the way up and over as the right leg sweeps back. Hand plants down, left arm all the way up. Inhaling, lengthen here. Exhale, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Sweep it all the way forwards, taking your block with you. And then pushing up off that back leg and finding your revolved half moon. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Can you take your gaze there with it? And then taking that gaze down, placing both hands down, step it all the way back to that plank position. Take an inhale here. Exhale as you lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So the final little part of our mandala is coming down into dolphin. So we drop down to the forearms. Now, dolphin may be something that you don't enjoy. May I offer to you the fact that we have the 10-day pincher course? Dolphin will become your best friend. So we're dropping it down to dolphin. Those of you working towards your pincha mayurasana, this is going to be your time just to have a little play around. Take those kind of like 3 kick-ups. So the first kick-up is never meant to get there. Then the second kick-up may get you a little closer. And then the third kick-up is the one where you want to try and hit that sweet spot of balance. Those of you just in your dolphin, beautiful, breathe into that with me. So we're going to inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, draw the heels down. You're going to walk the feet as far in as you can. Doesn't matter if the knees are a bit bent. You're going to sweep the right leg, open hip up to the sky. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, draw the heel down, release the right leg, switch sides. Left leg sweeps up, open hip. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, draw that heel down. Left leg comes down. Those of you having a little play around with your pincher, you have a couple more breaths. If you would like to come down into a child's pose at this point, then come down and find a little child's pose. And those of you that are floating around your pincha mayurasana, just coming to close that now and just meeting in this child's pose. Let's take a releasing breath here. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Now, whether or not you want to just literally roll onto your back from this position, or if you want to come all the way up and swing your legs around in front of you, entirely up to you. But you're going to come down onto your spine so we can take a supine twist to close our practice. So drawing the knees in, you're going to take the knees over to the left, head over to the right, and if you would like to take an extra little depth here, you can wrap the knees one over the other. It doesn't matter which direction you go in. I always personally prefer to take my bottom leg over the top leg, but it's much of a muchness. You will still find the depth. Trying to ground down into the shoulder blades, making sure that they are still connected with the earth. You've got another 3 breaths here. And then coming through center, taking it over slowly to the other side. So knees drop to the right, head to the left, and any leg variation that you wish to add in. 5 breaths. Really grounding those shoulder blades for these last 2 breaths. And then unraveling, coming through center. Just maybe taking a little final happy baby here, just for a breath or 2. Maybe finding that little rock side to side. And then when you are ready, you're just going to rock yourself forwards and backwards and come up to a comfortable seated position. Knees dropping out to the side, maybe a cross-leg position. Just placing one hand over the other on top of the heart space. Eyes are still closed. Just checking in with your power, the power of your soul, of your true essence, of the beauty and magic that's created when you really honor what it is that you need in a practice, and how you can take that power and strength and that inner wisdom with you when you leave the mat today. Take that with you into your day. Let's find space for gratitude here, for the practice of yoga, the rich history, the tapestry, the lineage of teachers and practitioners that came before us. For them, we are so grateful. And we'll just take a nice big releasing breath together. Inhale and let it go. Thank you all so much. Mini mandala time. I had a lot of love for the mini mandala that I did earlier this year. So hopefully that one was nice and juicy and fun as well. A nice quick way to get into your practice. So thank you so, so much for joining me. And we've got another practice tomorrow, which I can't wait for. So I will see you on the mat then. Lots of love. Bye-bye.